Alright? We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here every week prophesying the downfall of America and to let the so-called white man know that he is Esau or Edom according to the Bible, and that he being the ruler, the so-called ruler, the man of power right now in America, he's going to be destroyed and brought down, and he's going to serve the elect of Yasha'Allah, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in the kingdom of heaven. All right, so this kingdom here ain't gonna last forever. With that being said, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and double blessings and salutations unto the elect, man. The true brothers that living according to the scriptures. All right, living praising Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai with all sincerity and with all faith, man. So we're gonna get into that.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 1. Dare any of you having a matter against another, go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints?
And this is not only with brothers. This is how the world's supposed to be operated. All right, but nowadays when people get into have a dispute or they have a matter that they can't can find a solution on, they run to Esau, man. Instead of running to the men of the Lord, who's going to give you biblical and spiritual counsel, they rather go to somebody who's going to give them liberty to do all. And that's where that wickedness comes in, man. Like with let's say like with getting custody of your child. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to a man of the Lord and saying, well, how should I handle this according to the scriptures? Our people run downtown, man. They run down to Esau and sit in front of that wicked judge, okay? And then that opens up the portal for wickedness, for madness. And then at the same time, they say that we can't judge, you know? They say that man can't judge you, but you let Esau judge you, man.
Right.
And you live with it.
We can't judge, but let your ass get a ticket. Who you gonna have to go in front of? The judge, nigga.
Which it makes no sense, you know. That's you gonna run to somebody, a man in the flesh, to judge you, and then when a spiritual man judge you, like, that's why this world gotta be going. This world gotta be done away with, man.
Niggas be like, only God can judge me with a house arrest. Crazy at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigga, you've already been judged, nigga.
Exactly.
You got a record of how long, man, only God can judge me.
Yeah, that's not a fair argument. You know, we don't continue going though.
Verse 2. Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world?
The saints are these people on this sign, man. All right, when that kingdom comes, when the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are set up under the rulership of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, all right, we're going to be the judges of the world, man. It even tells you in the book of Isaiah, you know, because you got some of those people that say, you know, some people say the Old Testament is irrelevant, some say the New Testament is irrelevant. But this scripture says we're going to be able to judge the world, and also in the book of Isaiah, it says that all the nations going to flow unto us, man. Do you think what? You're going to be judging them. You know? We ain't going to be partnershiping with them. They ain't going to flow on us to come and kick it. We going to be dishing out judgment, man. As well as them bringing us tribute, you know? But in this time, in this day and age, the Lord has set up men to judge you, man. Men according to the flesh. All right? That live by the Spirit.
Got some judgment right here. This is Psalms 148 and 4. The Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people.
Yeah, because right now, that part of that two-edged sword is coming out here and rebuking these heathens, man. But eventually it's going to turn into a physical thing. Where we're going to have killing instruments in our hand to be able to execute the Most High's judgment. All right, because this is judgment. You know, if you want to get technical, this is judgment, man. And the reason why I say that, because we could go over a certain topic, and somebody could walk by or drive by and hear what we're saying and be judged. You know, it's gonna be pricked in their spirit.
This is like when you fuck up at work and you get a write-up and you don't agree with it and you don't want to sign it. You ain't got to sign it if you don't want to, because the Most High done already made it, you know what I'm saying, so whether you agree with it or not, you know what I'm saying, this judgment is already going to rain down on you.
Yeah, it says he had proposed, and who shall disannul it? You know, have he not said it, and shall he not make it right? So it don't matter what you think. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter what kind of counter argument or whatever you try to do against the Most High. Everything is set in stone, man. We can't change it. Yahweh Shai, who is the big brother of all of us, man. He can't change it, and he's near to the Most High. You know, so let's continue on. You have some more to that?
Yeah. Verse 8: to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Yep. We're gonna put you so-called white people into slavery, starting with you so-called white people, on down the list, man. And not just the regular peons. We talking about the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. All right, we talking about all these wicked people that are in a high place, man, that set up these different laws of the land. We're gonna take them and we're gonna put them in slavery, man. And it's righteous. The Most High ain't got no problem with it. He said it's a right thing to recompense them their trouble.
Yeah.
Double unto them, double what they've given you. So on and so forth, man. So yes, the so-called white man and these heathen nations will be put in slavery. Believe it or not.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
Yep, the judgment written is what? Destruction, man. 1,000 years of hardcore bondage. Then utter destruction to him again, man.
This honor have all his sakes. Praise ye the Lord.
Now the saints really are the Israelites as a whole, but if us saying that and letting you know that judgment is coming upon the so-called white man, only the elect is going to understand that. So we are the true saints, man. The ones that are trying to be the elect, the ones that are doing the things the elect would do. These are the true saints, man. And that goes with that's another thing with the judgment too, man. Our people, 2/3 of our people can't handle the so-called white man's judgment when they hear it. Which is madness, man. Why you don't understand? And what they say, everything that goes around comes around. So why don't you think that the so-called white man is going to be judged, man? Why do you want to say love everybody, man? No, he has to get that punishment. Go ahead.
This is Romans 11:4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
And this time it's not literally talking about 7,000 men. It's representing the elect, man. And that Baal is what? This society. The different ways of life in the society that go contrary to the Bible. These different gods, man. Money is a god, man. Our people do whatever for this money, man. They do whatever for their so-called queens, man. Those is idols, man. But us, the Most High shed the light upon us, and we ain't bowing our knee, man. You don't have to agree with what we're saying. You know, this is just for camera's sake. You don't have to agree with what we're saying, but it's true, man.
1 Corinthians 6:2. Do you not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Yeah, we gonna judge the world, man. Not only are we gonna be able to judge, just like man, who was that? I believe it was King David, man. We gonna now is that the matter that King David judged between was it King David with the women?
With Solomon.
Salaki. That's compared to judging the world. That's a small matter, man. We're gonna judge the whole world. We're gonna put spirit of Yahweh Shalom Shah, we're going to put the world in bondage, man, under our laws, under our statutes, under the one and only power, man. And then when these man can't judge you, man can't tell you you're doing wrong, but we're going to judge the whole world. We're going to judge the whole world, man. Nobody can tell you to stop smoking or stop eating pork, you know, or doing all these things. Only God can judge me, you know. But the Most High is going to give us the power to judge the world. Think about that, man. Why you ignorant Israelites is out here being petty, all right? The Most High is going to give his elect. He's going to give his elect the power to rule over the world, man. And what you going to do about it when the Most High set up his elect, man? What you going to do about it? He's the ultimate judge. What you going to go up to him and say, I don't know, but I don't think it's a good idea. They can judge everybody. And the Most High already said it was going to be so, man. Niggas, we can't judge niggas on petty stuff, and we're going to be able to judge the world.
Oh, that's what I'm getting into?
Yeah, that's right.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
Right, so I jumped the gun with that, but like these matters that go on in this society, man. Like we said to begin off with, they'll run to Esau before they come to a man of the Lord, man. Like if it's domestic violence in the household, like the woman is being a harlot, the man caught her being a harlot, and he beat her up. I mean, it's because jealousy is a rage of a man. That's judgment as well to the Most High. But not to sidetrack, our people, instead of running to the men of the Lord and saying, well, was he justified what he did? You run straight, you call 911 and call Esau up, man. You let Esau get in between y'all and break up your household.
Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more?
We're going to judge angels, man. You know how heavy that is? We're going to be able to judge angels, man.
How much more things that pertain to this life?
How much more things that pertain to this life, man? The Most High gave us the spiritual blessing to be able to discern between right and wrong, and how to rule over the people in righteousness, man. He gave us that. He gave us that spirit. That's another reason people don't come to us, because they ain't gonna like what we saying, man. They ain't gonna like we say, hey man, if your family slowing you down from going to work, man, you gotta do what you gotta do and get out of there, man. A lot of people will take that as they saying that you're not supposed to be in the household, blah blah blah. No, man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's for a lot of people, ignorance is bliss. You know, they rather just not know. They rather just, take that L in the long run, opposed to knowing and then preparing and having to change. Or they scared of the truth.
Hey, like somebody, you were saying they rather just take the L. Like, I was talking about working out with somebody the other day, and I was like, all you gotta do is just walk every day, And like, yeah, but I can't. I said, why? They said, because I'm fat. Like, so it's no point. Like, what you mean? That's how you not going to, if that's where you want to be at, is not be fat. You get out and make it happen, man. Just give up. You know what I'm saying? Bro was talking about that earlier last week, or earlier this week. You know what I'm saying? He was saying, like, you don't just give up, Like, what else you going to fight for?
Nobody ever got something out of nothing.
Exactly.
You gotta have effort. You gotta put in some kind of work.
Nothing is free.
Especially not weight loss.
Hey, it's about persevering, man.
Yeah.
You had that spirit to just know that you got to keep pushing. It's easy to give up, man. You know, it's been points where demons will get on you and make you feel like you need to give up. You gonna bow down, or you gonna keep fighting, man? That's what this troop is about. Keep fighting, man. This world ain't fair. This world is gonna be all kind of potholes and hurdles we're gonna have to get through, man. So what? We slow down? Oh hell no, man. But the Most High said he endure hardness as a true soldier, man. Endure these things. It's a reward for going through all this tribulation that we're going through, for this long suffering that we have to experience.
And it's crazy, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, we're talking about adversity. You know what I'm saying? The main word of adversity is adversary, which is the devil, Satan. So that's you literally fighting Satan